because I was listening to a podcast from Lex Friedman that was talking about how, social media has even been used to engineer society because, for instance, like gay children would be more isolated or people who question their sexuality. But not only when they initially thought, oh, this is going to be good, now other gay kids can be other gay kids and they're not going to get bullied. They can find some validation. It's actually turned into sort of this movement where like homosexuality or, exploring your sexuality outside of heterosexual norms is like becoming an agenda where people are sharing it and sort of passing it through the internet and saying like people that you would never meet because just like people commit hate crimes, the Buffalo shooter, the white supremacist guy that allegedly, he didn't get any of his ideas, he said, from people he met in person. He got his ideas all from people that he was met online. And it's so funny that they're so quick to want to censor, right, anything about white nationalism or white supremacy because they're like, well, you don't meet a ton of white supremacists in their day-to-day life, or you don't know they are because there's more stigma and more shame associated with your day-to-day. But on the internet, you can get and interact with, anonymous accounts or trolls or whatever, and then you can get ideas you would never get in reality. Well, it's so funny they admit that, they admit that about white supremacy, but then what about other agendas like sex and stuff? I mean, that's the same thing. A kid might not just have an adult molest them or kidnap them or something horrible like that happen, but they can meet an adult online who's going to then, intimidate and tell them this, that they're, they have a sexuality while they're 8 years old. And that's so dangerous. And you know that the agenda of tech companies is extremely misguided because they say that they only get about 5 to 10%. They only enforce about 5 to 10% of their anti-hate speech laws for protected classes like the gay community. Do you know how much content they get down for violence and intimidation? Only 1%. They focus all their attention on moderating and protecting the gay community, but not protecting like physical lives and actually protecting the real body. So they're